This week's review takes us to the Wild Wild West. Is it worth watching? Stick around and find out, Pilgrim. Sorry, that was bad. Fathers ain't treated very nice in media these days, but the folk over at Take 7 Films are aiming to fix that there problem with Dad the Hero in the Wild Wild West.
Looks like this town has a church. Hope to see you boys there this Sunday.
Little donkeys. Dad the Hero in the Wild Wild West is an amazing, really fun movie. It's like a John Wayne movie if John Wayne was playing a guy who worked in an advertising agency and had an extreme imagination and wasn't actually John Wayne. Jim Cummins is just an average family man who is working his average job, but when he has to come up with an ad campaign for this Frontier Families show thing, his coworker says the West was nothing but outlaws, saloons, gunslingers, prospectors, and the Wild Wild West. But Jim is like, it's Frontier Families, they were families. But the coworker's like, nuh-uh. And Jim is like, uh-huh. And the coworker's like, uh-uh. Jim is like, uh-huh. And the coworker's like, uh-uh. And the boss is like, knock it off. So Jim heads off to start doing some research and he finds all these amazing stories about families who settled the West. And that gets the wheels of imagination spinning. Next thing we know, bam, we're in the Wild Wild West. In Jim's imagination, he and his family are coming into a town that's run by outlaws. The outlaws have run everyone else out of town, and it's up to Jim to stand up, be a man, be a dad, and be a hero. That might be why they call this Dad the Hero. Oh. Anyway, production values are great. The acting's pretty good, especially once we get into the Wild West sequences. It's really funny, really entertaining. You and the entire family will enjoy this movie, and it's really inspiring because it shows a dad being a hero for his family. And that's something we need a lot more of in movies these days. You can find out more about Dad the Hero in the Wild Wild West at dadthehero.com. Well, partner, looks like we're plumb out of time. Y'all come back next week for more reviews of independent Christian films. You can like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter and check out our other reviews at indychristianreview.com. I'm Zack Lawrence. Thank you kindly for watching. May God bless you, and may God bless independent Christian films. Y'all come back now here. I'm never saying that again. This episode of Indy Christian Review is brought to you by the Rocky Mountain Christian Filmmakers Camp. For hands-on filmmaker training in a small group environment, visit ChristianFilmmakersCamp.com.